Back then they napped on me, now they all just act on me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Pull out the Snapchats on me, I ain't got no Snapchat home. I think it's too personal, that's what I got Twitter for. Instagram, I'm back, yo. Back then they napped on me, now they all just act on me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Pull out the Snapchats on me, I ain't got no Snapchat home. I think it's too personal, that's what I got Twitter for. Instagram, I'm back, yo. Like flex on you haters, hi haters. This is my world, so it's all in my favor.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the It's Case podcast. On this episode of It's Case, we have an interview with linebacker TAE Davis.
So welcome, TAE Davis, to the podcast.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, for sure. We're excited.
Oh, yeah, and I am too.
So we're going to talk a little bit about you first, about how you got to the NFL, and then continue.
All right, so with our first question, we have, players often make an impact in day 1 or day 2, but it's rare that an undrafted rookie comes in and makes an impact. What's the biggest difference in the league coming in as an undrafted rookie as opposed to a first-round prospect?
I say like just the biggest thing is, those guys are, already, the team has already invested in them. And, that they know for sure that, they're going to be on the team once the final roster comes out. For an undrafted free agent guy, you just have to go in and earn your keeps. You have to go in and earn your respect, prove that you can play. And just the biggest thing that I can say if you are going to be a free agent is, it's not how you get there, it's what you do once you get there. All you need is an opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. We can see that clearly.
Yeah.
So you played safety in college, and then you transferred over to linebacker. So I feel like in a division with all these in the league with all these wide receivers and tight ends, that's like an advantage. So what do you think about that?
I think it is a pretty good advantage just because not only because of our division but just how the game is being played right now. It's more of a matchup league. Teams want to get you spread out and create matchup problems, and unfortunately usually those matchup problems comes with the linebackers. So have the linebackers that do have that safety background and guys that can play out of space and be able to cover and also be able to stop the run. It's pretty big right now. So I'm just happy that the game is being played like that right now because, it helps me stay in the league and have a job.
Yeah, definitely, because they try to take advantage of the linebackers.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
But, so I'm an Eagles fan, right? So, we have
get him out of here.
So we have the best tight end, in my opinion. Who do you think is the best tight end in the league? In the league.
Evan Ingram.
In the league, you got definitely, Evan is one of those top guys just because he can stretch the field with his speed.
Yes.
Let's see, other tight ends. Hurts, I think that's his last name. With the Eagles.
Yeah, exactly.
He's another. He's another pretty good tight end. And I'm pretty kind of familiar with is it Goldberg from the Eagles also?
Dallas Goldberg, yeah.
He was an FCS guy, so just, being an FCS, you kind of hear about a guy like that, someone also who can be able to stretch the field and different things like that. So,
yeah, for sure.
All right, so in a previous interview, you mentioned that the player you're looking forward to meeting the most is Odell Beckham Jr. So how do you feel about Odell, and how do you feel about the Odell Beckham trade?
Well, first thing first, O was a great teammate, and that's one thing that, a lot of people may not realize, he was a great teammate and was the ultimate competitor. And, he was just a people's guy. Everyone loved him. No one really had anything bad to say about him. As far as the trade, you hate to see a guy like that, leave the team because of his talent. But at the same time, it's what we've signed up for. And at the end of the day, it is a business. So.
Yeah, that's
sure,
true.
Yeah. For me, I'm a Giants fan, and one of my favorite players is Odell, so it was so sad for me to see him go. But, the NFL is a business, and that's a harsh reality.
Oh, yeah, man, it is. The sooner you can realize that, the better off you would be.
Yeah. So, another question, Eagles-related question. Your first sack came against the Eagles. So, how'd you feel in that moment? And, tell me a little bit about it.
Well, first thing I felt, I mean, it was an amazing feeling to get the sack. And, I mean, at the time it came, I think in the third quarter, it was kind of coming out at the half, and we needed to stop. The momentum was kind of switching, so us getting that stop kind of set us up to get off the field and get the ball back to our offense. But no, man, having my first sack was pretty awesome, and the fact that, you know, a lot of my family and friends was able to see it and was sending me the videos and different things like that was a pretty good feeling.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting for sure.
Mm-hmm. So, growing up, you must have been a huge football fan yourself. So, who was your favorite team before you got drafted?
I really didn't have a favorite NFL team growing up. Mm-hmm. I mean, like back home, we were pretty big on college football. So, but if I had to pick an NFL team that I, you know, was rooting for at times, it was the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, they're a good
Saints,
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who that Saints?
Yeah.
So, like, now we're going to get, like, a little into, like, the funner questions in a way.
Okay.
So, if it wasn't for football, like, what would you be doing right now? Like, if you weren't playing in the league?
I'd definitely be saying that I see myself being in grad school right now for physical therapy.
Physical therapy?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's good.
And another fun question would be, if you were to start a franchise, which quarterback would you take?
Ooh. If I'm going to start a franchise, I mean, I would have to go with Patrick Mahomes. The things he, you know, did last year was just unreal.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And, you know, his best football is ahead of him, which is crazy to say, but, you know, he's definitely going to be a top quarterback for the next come.
Yeah, and he's so young, too.
The way he moves and throws out of the pocket, almost those no-look passes at times.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's really nothing he can't do.
Yeah, it is crazy. You know, his talent is the top of the bar.
Yeah. Okay, now I want to ask you something funnier. Like, you play with Saquon, everyone talks about his thighs. What do you think? No, we had to bring it up.
We had to ask.
No, man, they're pretty big. You know, it's crazy. All the myths are true. I mean, once you kind of look at them in person, you're just like, no human being should be, you know, built like that. But, you know, he is. So.
Yeah, you look at the pictures; they're huge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Eli said you don't often find me staring at another man's legs, but at that point you can't quite help it.
Yeah, I mean, he's right on that one, man. Like, it definitely happened, you know.
Yeah. So who are you looking most to sack this year, or like pick off?
I wouldn't. I don't know. I really haven't gave much thought into it right now. Mm-hmm. I know a game that, you know, I'm pretty excited to play would be against the Patriots, just because I get a chance to play against, you know, one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history in Tom Brady. So just being able to do that would be something that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, because our next question was going to be about Brady. We were going to ask you if you think he's the GOAT.
What do you think?
Man. No, like, without a doubt. I mean, his resume speaks for itself.
Yeah, for sure. 6 rings, it's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, man, it's unbelievable.
And now, speaking for next season, what are your goals for this season, and both individually and as a team?
As a team, you know, we just want to continue to win ball games, grow closer as a team, and, you know, be able to finish games. Last year, you know, we were in a position to win multiple games, and we just really didn't, you know, finish as a team. So it's definitely been a key focus of, you know, for going into this year, and, you know, make the playoffs and make a run at the Super Bowl. Individually, my biggest goal is, you know, just to continue to max out my opportunity, and, you know, hopefully I'll be to start and, you know, have a pretty good year and build off of what I was able to do from last season.
Yeah, for sure. We hope you do as well. Like, you know, you started 4 games last year, so hopefully, like, big step for you this year.
Oh yeah, it is, man.
And now you're like accustomed with the team as well, so like
playing in the OTAs.
So now you know what it's like.
Oh yeah, man, it's crazy. You know, you usually make your biggest jump from year 1 to year 2, and just from doing OTAs and doing all the voluntary workouts, I can definitely see why you just feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more aware of, and know what's going on. So.
Yeah, that's definitely something, yeah, because you learn, you get to be with the guys, I guess that's
be with everyone from day to day, yeah.
So who's your guy on the team? Like, you gotta pick a guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a couple of guys on the team. I have to say Lorenzo Carter, BJ Hill, RJ McIntosh, and Garrett Dickerson. Those are probably like my guys on the team. Yeah.
All right, well, TAE Davis, that wraps it up. That's
thank
all
you
we
for
have.
coming on. Thank you for talking with us.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me.
No problem. We really appreciate it. And we're gonna look forward.
No, man.
Hopefully you sack every quarterback except for Carson Wentz this year, okay?
No, hopefully you sack every quarterback. It don't matter who.
Can't make any promises.
Just don't hurt my guy, okay?
Let's go, G-Men.
Let's go, John.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem, man.
Get your money, man. Life goes on.
I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love instead of hating so much when you see some other